did you wrong, boys. They should have just simply let you in. I hate when they do that.
It only took like 2 seconds to make a milkshake.
Like, if you're in there,
Forrest
like,
wanted his
milkshake,
it didn't get anything.
Like, if you're just at the door, and you said they weren't even closed, it was like 5 minutes.
It was 2 minutes.
2 minutes. That's still time.
Exactly. Is this recording?
Still time.
Yeah.
Alright guys, before we start this video, I just want to let y'all know, I just got here, and before I got here, I wanted to go to Cold Storm real quick, right? Just to, quench my thirst and stuff like that. Just so I could be ready for the video, so I can get hyped up, excited. But Cold Storm closes at 10 o'clock. They closed it at 9:58. I pulled up to Cold Stone at 9:58. They locked the door right in my face. So, sorry to say, this is going to be a Cold Stone free video, and I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize right now if I'm not as excited and as enthused as I would have been if I had my Cold Stone. So, hopefully this video carries on, but make sure you watch all the way through. Hit the like button, spam the like button, of course, and welcome to the THEADUSHOW.
Welcome back to the THEADUSHOW. For everybody watching and streaming this episode, thank you for tuning in. We have a great lineup for you today. My guest co-host is a social media influencer, a YouTuber. He is posting regularly now on his Blessed to Invest channel. You guys can check that out on youtube.com. Please make some noise wherever you are, guys, listening to this episode. Blessed applesauce.
Blessed Squad, what's going on with y'all, man? Blessed Squad, what's going on? Make sure y'all spam the like button on this video, and I want to thank Adu for having me on the show today.
Sure.
I'm expecting a great show. It's going to be a great show today, what we have in store for y'all. So stay tuned for the whole video, and make sure you share it with everybody.
For sure, man. Let's dive into our first topic of tonight. A Reddit post has posed the question to readers asking, would you like it if social media closed at 6 p.m. every day like a store? Well, a user on Reddit was in favor of social media shutting down at night and had posted this, saying in part, honestly, it would give us a break from trying to show the world how great our lives really are. We'd be forced to spend more time with our loved ones. Now, another user disagreed and had said that social media breaks global news and alerts of important movements or activism taking place in real time. So, my guys, should social media close at 6 p.m.? And for everybody watching, comment wherever you, or just let me know. Do you really think social media should close at 6 p.m.? I already have my opinion, but go ahead. I want you to talk.
That is an interesting idea for having social media close at 6 p.m. because I feel like you can sleep better when you're not on social media 24/7. People use it as they're going to bed at night. Be like, oh, let me check this tweet real quick. Let me check Instagram real quick. And while doing that, you're not getting as effective sleep as you would. Also, you're not able to interact with people as much because you're constantly on social media. So giving people a time to detox away from social media would be a great idea. The downside is I don't think they would do that. Well, of course they're not. They're probably not going to do it. But the downside would be, people got to make their money. They got to make their revenue. Instagram, Twitter, they enjoy the revenue that comes off these things. And you got to watch my videos, of course. If you're tired at past 6, you gotta watch a blessed applesauce video to get you hyped up,
Sure.
So that's my opinion. Is it would be great, but it also is a downside to it as well.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, watching your videos is a great way to end the night.
I had to throw that in there. I had to throw that in there.
I'm just gonna set the record straight for some people out there who have different views. I am going to say that social media now, for me, I believe that I can handle it. I believe there are some people who can handle it and some people who can't handle it. Now, the reason why I say that is because, and let me tell y'all something out there. There there are some social media freaks out there who them trollers. I mean, they're crazy out here. Let me just tell you something about Instagram right here. And I heard this from my brother. He was like, even the guy who created Instagram, he don't even let his kids use social media because
he knows it's addicting. That's why.
Yes. And so it's like, yes, it makes a lot of money. Yes, this is a great tool, great key to success, but it can also be used in a negative way. So for me, I do get a lot of my news and just a lot of daily, stuff from whether it's the weather or what has happened over the weekend or, what artists are doing this and, stuff like that. Because a lot of things now and are really just not on TV. Not a lot of people watch television. It's mainly YouTube.
That's very true.
And it's Twitter, it's Snapchat. It's Instagram. It's
easy. It's easy to go there.
It used to be. It's still this. It's still Facebook to a certain degree, but it used to be LinkedIn and MySpace. You feel me? And now we got all these other social media platforms. Pinterest. And the thing about it is, people have a way of informing the public about our problems in society, whether it does deal with government issues, protests, concerts, if this guy died, or if this person's in the hospital, we got all them trends, even memes too. I mean, it's crazy out here.
It's an opportunity for everything. You get to share everything you want at any time.
It makes people money.
A lot of money.
Like
millionaires, billionaires off of social media. It's crazy what you can do on there.
This is basically like people's way to like just connect with people a lot more. I mean, of course, it's social media for a reason, but it's also
anti-social media.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, technically yes. However, I can see somebody telling me right now, like, I ain't gonna call him out, but he know who he is. But I can see this person telling me like, yo, I need social media because like, that's what I grew up on. And yes, our world is changing, man. Our society is changing. We're moving in. We're even now in a social media day and age. And let me tell you something. Like I said, let me tell you something. I already filmed the second segment of this show, but I said in the second segment, just to give y'all a bit of a sneak peek to what I said, that people do present the best and hide the rest. And I'm not trying to be a preacher I'm just being wise right now. You do have to watch yourself and not get so addicted and so pulled into your phone, because it's something that we all need to be careful about, especially because that's what is out here. All these social media apps and the connections, and Lord knows who you talking to. So,
and then you did raise a good point with what is it? Show the best, hide the rest.
People will present the best and hide the rest.
Exactly. Pastor
John Gray said that, First Baptist Church of Glen Arden. Shout out to you, Pastor John. But go ahead.
So that brings up a good point where it can get people depressed. If you're looking at people, oh, he got this, oh, she got this, oh, they're going that and doing this, and she got this beautiful relationship and beautiful family and all this other stuff. It may make you feel like, okay, I'm not good enough. I'm not doing enough. Here, I need to work hard, or I need to do more, or I need to be out all over the place and stuff like that. And in reality, these people are just showing you the highlights of their life. They're showing you 2 seconds. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So with social media, you're comparing yourself to multiple people, images of people that don't really exist in real life. So that is something we definitely need to be careful of in this social media age.
And I'm not saying get rid of it. And I'm not saying it should close at 6 p.m. because let's just say...
make my money.
Let's just say, the money thing, but let's just say, there could be, an event happening that, like a concert or something. Mainly concerts are, in the evenings. So, what if I want to live stream a concert on Instagram Live?
Exactly. That's a good point.
Like,
Yeah.
and concerts are we're like very late. Like they start late and then they end very late. So I'm just like, yo, I think yes, social media is a really good tool, but we do have to limit ourselves on how much time we are spending. And I don't mean to sound corny or cliche, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash from friends of mine and stuff saying, "Oh, you just saying it because you want camera." Nah, for real, dog. Like, it messes with you, and you don't know. Like, I'm somebody who, you know, it's so funny for me. I don't know for anybody else, but for me, when I'm on social media a lot, and everybody knows this because I'm always going on Instagram Live. Not every day, but, you know, most of the time. But I'm decreasing that now. But I do know that you have to find that limit, because you automatically put, I don't know what it's like. It's like there's a brick on your head when you're on social media. Because here's the thing, I've learned that for me, when I'm on Instagram and I'm on there for about an hour or two, or I'm watching a YouTube video, the moment I stop watching it for about, give me like 48 hours, maybe 4 days or something, I feel like a stress relief. I really do. Because
So
when
like a detox almost.
basically, yeah, because like when I come back to it, bro, I'm like, oh man, I didn't even know how relaxed I was when I got out of it. Like, that was for me. I don't know if that's for anybody else. I know there are some people.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
I know there are some people out here who are social media influencers. You know, I know I got some friends of mine who are like that, and some people I do want to have on the show one day that are social media influencers. Their lives are, you know, posting every day. Like, that's their job. Like, they gotta post every day, and then they gotta do YouTube videos certain days of the week or every single day. Like, that's their career. However, it does come to a point where it does drain you out as a person, and you just don't want to always look at social media, or you don't always want to look at a phone. So I get that in that sense, but at the same time, it is people. There are people who have jobs and they need to keep it, and it is mainly on social media. It's on YouTube. It's on television. You know, we just gotta know how to take a break as just people.
Yeah, you just have to have some discipline and limit yourself and understand, okay, I've been on here for hours. It's time for me to get off. I've been on here looking at this, okay. I need to take some time and really live life.
Yeah.
Go outside, talk to somebody, interact with actual humans, not pictures and stuff like that. Go talk to somebody.
Yeah, grab a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. Like, you don't always, I mean, even with video games to a certain degree, because a lot of people are like, oh, these kids now, these millennials now, or these kids now are so into their games and consoles and PlayStations and Nintendo Switch and, you know, the next, you know, Xbox.
That PS5. You getting the PS5? You're not getting the PS5? No? That's a no? That's disappointing, man. Why are you not getting the PS5, man? You got to get that Spider-Man. You got to get that Black Ops.
I don't have space for a PS5.
You got space right here. Space right there.
I'm not putting
space right there.
I'm not. This is where the Switch is.
Look, they got the little horizontal. You can do the vertical or you can do the horizontal. So
it's just like with the Wii, horizontal.
Exactly. So you got plenty of space. You can do a horizontal right here, or vertical right underneath the sofa or something.
For $500.
It's $400. If you get the digital version, you don't even need disc. Just sit it down, boom, 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 you done. Ready to play the game. Hop on the game real quick.
If you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below.
Let him know he got to get a PS5. That's what he got to get.
Comment down below if you think I should get a PS5.
PS5 saves lives. Get a PS5.
Not everything he says is right.
It is. I've been spot on this whole time. Make sure you hit the like button.
Let me tell y'all something about
if
Bless.
I'm right on.
Let me tell you something about Bless. Every time, and I like me and him, like we're like I can almost like we're like brothers basically. Like we're cousins, but we're like we're real close. And so whenever I used to go over to my grandmother's house, it's always like we always used to play like they're my cousin and his brother and my brother, and we all used to play. And the amount of consoles. I mean, let's just go down the list for a sec.
That's what you're supposed to have, though.
The PlayStation. You know, it's funny. They started off with the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, of course.
Pac-Man. Shoot, I remember that.
We didn't have no Pac-Man.
Yes, y'all did.
Oh, wait, no, that was the plug and play. So we had the plug and play. We had like the little SpongeBob plug and plays. Shout out if anybody knows about the plug and plays where you just plug it into the TV when we had like the AV cords.
Oh yeah,
you just plug it in and it would play the game.
Oh.
You had the plug and play. You had the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2. You had the GameCube. You had the Wii. You had the DS, the Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
We had like 5 of those. We broke all of them.
No, I broke. Let's just be real. I broke all of them because I was mad. Let me tell you something. When you're playing Mario Kart.
Don't play Mario Kart with him. Don't play Mario Kart with him. It's the worst Mario Kart
Don't
play
play
ever.
Mario Kart with the 7-year-old dude because he'll cry about if you're in first place and he's still trying to. Let me tell you something. I never knew that drifting was the only way to win.
Duh. How do you think you win races?
Y'all didn't tell me that when I was younger.
I mean, look, you got to drive fast. You got to hit the corners fast.
Y'all
You
didn't
drift.
tell me that when I was younger. Now
Well,
look,
well, now you know.
I'm a pro.
And I'm still down a Nintendo DS.
And that's all. You can get another one.
I don't want another one now. They don't got no games on it.
They
They don't make games for it anymore. It's all good.
Well,
That's why we got a PS5 now. We got a PS5.
Well, let me tell you something. If I didn't break that DS, not saying I should have, but if I didn't break it, then it would have been sitting collecting dust on grandma's shelf.
It would not have. It would not have.
You would have
I played that thing every single day. Every day. Every single day. It would not have collected dust.
No, but I'm saying it's going to. There was gonna come a certain point where it's not like no one's gonna produce any more games like on it.
That wasn't the day it was broken though.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't that day. Maybe a couple years down the line, but it wasn't that day. I still have my Mario Party I wanted to play. I still have my Mario Kart DS. Y'all know about that. I still have my Super Mario Bros. And my Picto Chat. And all the wonderful games on there.
Can I just say that I broke my DS too? I'm just gonna say that just to make things feel.
That's what's up with Nintendo. We hitting a side note, but what's up with Nintendo? They all their systems break. All their systems I've had.
No. I actually was mad. I will admit I was. I mean, not only did I break yours, but I broke mine too because I was like,
that's shameful.
I had anger. People were after they watch this episode, they're gonna think I had anger issues.
He does a little bit. He does a little bit.
I've controlled them.
A little bit.
You know what's so funny? Teray came over, and he was like, whenever he came over, he still thinks this way about me. He still thinks I'm pure. And I'm
pure kid, a saint.
He's been thinking that, Teray, if you're watching, he's been thinking that for the past, how many years now? Brent, 2020. Man.
That's 18 years that you're just a complete saint. Total saint.
Man. But I met him when I was 8, 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 7, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Young
so it's been more than a decade, and he still thinks I'm holy and righteous. No, I'm playing.
Who knows? I don't know what he's thinking now.
I'm playing. No,
I don't know what he's thinking now. No clue.
Teray, come on the show one day, man. Love to have you on. Oh, man. Well, we have to take a break, but there's more of the Do Show after this. Stick around.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Do Show. My guest for today is an actor, singer. He has a new single out called Come Alive from the Greatest Showman soundtrack. It's available right now on all streaming platforms. I met him back in New York, and it was one of the best experiences in my life. I was on vacation, y'all, and I ran into him and one of his good friends, and I just want to say, yo, you are a blessing. So let me just say, please welcome Parker James Fulmore in the house, everybody. I know we've been laughing this whole time, so I can't take anything seriously. So, man, I know it's been a while, man. It's been a while since we talked. You know,
real life.
thanks for thanks. I know it's late. I was like, when the clock hit, and I was like, okay, it's ready. We're ready to film. I was like, oh, he probably missed it. He probably forgot about me. I was like, no, that's not Parker. That's not Parker. We cool. We all right.
Nope.
But man,
Yeah, I remember.
But man, thank you again. I just want to ask how your how's quarantine been treating you? With all that is happening, especially in this society, in this world that we're living in. I just want to know, how you doing? How you been? What's good?
It's been kind of weird, Definitely with school changing and all that stuff, like having to be online now, having like Zoom calls every day. It's a little weird, but definitely I'm starting to get used to it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm doing the same thing over here. I go to a school that, you have the option of either going in or staying home, and I've been staying home for the past going on about 3 months right now. Yeah, about 3 months. November, we're filming this in November, and I always have this thing where it's just like, you know what, you just do what's right for you, and when it's time for you to go in and go in and you do your work, or you're doing your school, or whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, you go and do it. And just be brave, be you, and just do what you got to do to get where you want to be. So, man, that's good. It's good to hear that. I do just want to say that I did see, before we started filming, I did want to talk about, back in July when you had that bike crash. And I was like, man. I was like, man, this guy, I didn't even know he was that crazy. Like, you came off so nice when I met you. And then when I heard about this, I was like, oh, cool. He's going on a bike. He's going on a mountain trail, something with his father or something. And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, whoa, yo, like, it's crazy. So what was that all about?
Yeah, I started doing mountain biking and bike jumping about 2 years ago. And then, so we went to this like super cool bike park. I was having the best time of my life, right? We went on a weekend, right? Saturday, it was great. Like I hit everything clean. I mean, it was crazy. I just had one of the best times of my life. And then we spent the night at my dad's friend's house. And then the next day, we're not even an hour in yet. I hit the same trail that I've been doing all day. It was going way too fast. I sent it 6 feet in the air onto my face. That was it. Yep.
You were done.
It destroyed the left side of my face, and I got a concussion. I was out for like a week.
Yeah, for sure, man. I was like, yo, I hope you feel better. I know you got a lot of support, from your fans and even from people close to you. So I was like, I'm glad to see that you're doing okay and you're still operating and you back. You here and you're better. So that's great. I do want to say that I saw the Dreams Comes True video way before, when you were much younger, and then I was like, when you came out, going back to music, doing Come Alive from the Greatest Showman soundtrack, I was like, man, what am I doing? What am I saying? What got you back? What got you back in the studio?
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved making music, and after I did that music video, I kind of stepped back from music and did I finished playing Billy Elliot. I did all that stuff. I finished acting or whatever. And then now, when all of my acting started to slow down, I was like, I want to go back into maybe do some more music. And that's where, I just did like a cover song, Come Alive.
Yeah. Did you choose the song?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good song. I know. I heard that soundtrack. That was an amazing record. I love the movie, but I'm a music person. I'm a music person, and I love the soundtrack a lot more. Just the vocals and the arrangement. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I didn't know you could sing like that. Yo, let me tell you something, because a lot of no, you don't understand, man. A lot of people that I know who are in the industry, they can't their range is not as broad. They can't always expand their horizons. So when I heard you going up and down the notes, I was like, okay, Parker, okay, he got something special, and you're formulating your own sound. And do you think you found your own sound? Like, yeah, have you found your sound yet?
I don't know. I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all, even for me, I'm not a singer. I don't think I will ever be a singer, but I am somebody who is still figuring out, what works for me, especially when I'm on the drums,
Yeah.
and when I'm on the keys, whatever, instrument I'm playing. It's something always new that I always learn and I always adapt to, because I remember I was talking to I believe I was talking to Usher's drummer. He lives near me, and he was like, you know what? It was Usher and one of my mentors' drummer. Shout out to you, Jonathan. He was on episode 12 of the Do Show, I think. Yeah, episode 12. And he was like, you as a musician, as an artist, as an individual, you are going to take people that you look up to, that you're inspired by. You're going to take all those elements, all those implements, and you're going to copy off of what they do, but it's not going to be the exact thing of what they do. So what you're going to do is you're going to take Devin Sticks Taylor, Justin Bieber's drummer, Brian Fraser Moore, Janet Jackson. You're going to take Jamal Moore, Usher, Aaron Spears, Ariana Grande, and you're going to combine all them drummers, and you're going to make it your own sound, your own way. And I feel like that's what makes everybody unique in their own way, because everybody has that little special sauce, And so that's one thing I love, when I heard, the Come Alive soundtrack. When I heard the Come Alive single from you, I was like, man, I'm glad that you were singing some, a cover song, but I'm glad you're adding your own uniqueness to it. And that's one of the reasons why I bought it. And for me, I'm just going to be real. I don't buy a lot of people's music. A lot of people that I know, I don't buy the music because it don't sound good. And they're like, oh, I got a record out. I'm like, oh, cool. And it doesn't sound bad. But man, I'm telling you, you did an incredible job. Incredible. I'm serious.
Thank you.
I'm not putting up a front. Anybody after this show, whenever this airs, y'all can ask me. This guy was incredible. His vocal range. I mean, I thought he was on Broadway again. I thought he wasn't even in the studio. I didn't even think he was in the studio. I was like, he's on Broadway singing this live. Like, this is a live recording. Like, you feel me? So I was just like, yo, kudos to you. Much love to you.
Thank you, man.
And I just want to say for everybody, if you haven't, go get that single, Come Alive. Parker James Fulmore. It's available now. It's available right now. Y'all got to go get this single. I do want to say that I know quarantine has been rough for a lot of people, but I know you were having so much fun, man. You've been doing some promotions. You've been, uploading. I've been watching some of your premieres on YouTube when they premiere of some of the toys and just some of the things that you do. And I'm like, oh, he's still working through this pandemic. I think everybody is, and everybody doing it in their own way, but in a safe manner. So, is that stressful for you? Especially in this world, man. Like, and just this change.
Yeah, it's kind of stressful. But
you can still maneuver through it, though.
Yeah,
it still works for you, in the best way possible. You do it, and you're doing. Do you see yourself being an actor, having this title for the rest of your life, or is there anything else you want to do?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. I started live streaming like video games and stuff like that. So that's what I've actually been putting most of my time into right now. I stream 3 times a week, and I just try and maybe almost build a new audience and then kind of work it into that.
For sure.
But I don't think I'll ever stop doing what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I just went. The reason why I asked that is because I was like, dude, keep going. I want to be that person. Everybody knows. I'm somebody who is so blessed to be. Knowing people like him and a bunch of other, whether they're Disney Channel actors, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, TLC, ABC. I don't even like saying that because I don't want people to think, oh, I'm better or that. I'm like, no, like, I pray for these things, y'all. Like, I'm being great, but I'm grateful because I'm like, these are the things, you know, these relationships I value the most because I'm like, man, I've seen him in this part of life, and now he's grown and matured in this part, and it's incredible to see somebody's path in their direction. Just the journey that they're on, you know, the ups and downs, you know, the highs and lows, but they're still hanging on to that tightrope. You feel me? And I always have people around me. One thing I remember somebody telling me, you know, the people around you, you have to be careful about, you know, the people who are around you and who you're friends with, because now we live in a society where a lot of people, especially on social media, will present the best and hide the rest. And I'm not trying to preach or anything, but I'm like, I think for so long, you know, people have been pretending to be, you know, one part of themselves, but they're not the other part. And of course, I don't get on anybody about that, but I'm like, hey man, like, sometimes I really just want to have, you know, grab a cup of coffee and be like, hey man, what's up? Like, let's talk. It's just it be like that sometimes. Yeah. Like, yo, let's play warfare. Let's just, I don't know, Mario Kart. I don't care. Like, it be like that sometimes, especially like in this time. I mean, of course, everybody knows I'm a working person, but man, I need to rest. And I think the greatest thing you can get in life right now is rest. And especially during this pandemic, everybody is so used to working and grinding, and it's great to grind, but it's also great to rest, because if you're not able to rest, you won't able to do that, be able to get up on that grind again, because you got to keep your mind, you know, and your mind has to rest because your mind controls, you know, every part of your body. So if you don't keep your mind on straight, you won't be able to operate. That's how I look at it. But, yo.
Yeah, totally.
It's incredible to see, you know, what you're doing now. And I tell this to everybody, but specifically, man, you really are an incredible person. You really are. And I do want to say, even if you don't see that, I will tell you for real. And I don't even know you like that, but I'm like, yo, you are really an incredible person, someone I really do look up to. Don't matter what age you are. Doesn't matter. Like, this guy.
Thank you.
This guy, you know, does what he can, you know, more to the best of his ability. For real, though. You really stay on your grind, and I'm really grateful just to have people, just people, you know, in my life, just to, you know, study from them, you know, not just be entertained, but to study. So I do that with, yes, actors, but also musicians and record executives and film directors. And, yo, you're amazing. I ain't gonna hold you for so long. His new single, Again, Come Alive, is available right now. I do want to end, so I'm gonna end, and I just want to say that's all the time that we have for today. If you would like to view clips from today's show, just head on over to Dude's YouTube channel for more exclusive content. That's me. Also, if you want to stream full episodes, head on over to Castbox.fm or Anchor.fm. Both are available for download on the Google Play Store and App Store. And finally, make sure to tune in to The Do Show only on YouTube.com. Stay cool, live life. We both out.